You know, there's a country song that says, everything that glitters not gold. This is Rick Jarman, Real Estate Old School. Well, you know, folks, that's a true statement. I'm sure y'all have heard it in some form or another. But today, I'm going to poke the bear. Now, I'm not pointing this at anybody, but if the shoe fits, you wear that baby. Y'all know I've been spending a lot of time on YouTube learning Instagram and, you know, how to do all this stuff. And, you know, I've just been trying to get educated in it. Well, I'll go look at some of these real estate sites sometimes just to kind of see what's going on, sometimes just to get a chuckle. How many of us have seen sports figures, football players, boxers that are making all kind of money, but when their career's over with, in a short while, they're broke? Why is that? It isn't necessarily because they mismanaged their money, which they did mismanage their money. It's because they didn't invest it properly. You know, you can have a high income and be broke. Y'all, I'm fixing to really do some meddling now. Y'all ever notice doctors don't ever seem to retire? Now, if I got any doctors that follow me, it's like everything. There's exceptions to all the rules. But have y'all noticed that doctors never seem to retire? I've got friends that are doctors, because most of them are living that doctor lifestyle. Now, they got a mate that's not working. I'm not going to say if it's a male or female, because it could be either one. Some of them got an ex-wife or two, and they got that lifestyle they had to live. You know, some of them invest, but not all of them. So anyway, kind of got a little sidetracked. As I can do. This is going to be a long one today because I got a cigar to enjoy. But anyway, I'm on YouTube. I'm looking, I'm studying. I click on some of these folks and they got them a Ferrari, or they got two of them, a red one, a yellow. Which one do you want? You know, folks, now if they've got those cars and their investments are paying for them, that's fine and dandy. But you know, anybody can go down and lease something if they're making a bunch of money. But if they're not investing that money, it's kind of like that football player, boxer. When things change and stop, the money's gone. There's a difference in high income and wealth. How many of y'all know somebody, maybe a little old grandmama that raised her grandkids, and she had a house and she worked and paid for it, but yet she's got grown kids that can't even get out there. They live and they're driving a fancy car and they live in the high life, but they're all living with grandmama. Y'all know anybody like that? I guarantee you I do. There you go. Now, if you got income coming off of investment property that's paying for these things, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you just living a high life and you're not doing anything with it, this economy's gonna change one day, folks. And I hope it's a long time. But when it does, it'll cut off like you cut the water faucet off. I know. I've been through a few of them. Now, I could go lease me a Ferrari or Lamborghini, and you know, and I could get in front of it and take a picture and tell y'all how to make money. And maybe I ain't doing nothing but paying that payment every month on that Lamborghini. Well, you know, folks, I drive a 2007 Toyota Land Cruiser. Now, I did buy it new. I had 4,000 something miles when I bought it because I got a deal. I always get a deal. But you know what? Mama's got a brand new one, 2019, sitting in the garage. If I need to drive and put on the dog, I can do it. But you know, I wasn't going to buy the new vehicle till I was 65. But I found too good a deal. In the whole state of Alabama, there was only 13 Land Cruisers, and 3 of them were here in Tuscaloosa. Well, this particular Land Cruiser was the manager's vehicle. It had 9,000 something miles on it. I got them off $13,000. Well, I wasn't going to wait another 6 months. I'd do it now. Now, in a couple of years, I'll probably take over driving that and buy Mama something else. But Mama's also got a little old Prius that she runs the grandkids in and runs around in. You know, it's funny, our kids start seeing this stuff young, and our grandkids, if you like me, got grandkids. Sometimes my little granddaughter, when she's going to have some friends coming, she'll say, Nana, say, don't come in the black car talking about the Prius. Say, come in the Land Cruiser. Show. We're teaching them young, it's all about show. It ain't about show. I'm trying to teach mine different, but it's an uphill battle. My little grandson the other day, he just turned 10. I went to his ball game with him, a ball practice, and took him out to eat. And I was paying for my food with cash. I carry a money clip. And he said, Pop, he said, folks that use cash is rich, aren't they? I said, no, son, that doesn't mean that. Well, he's thinking because he never sees money. Everybody's using plastic. You know, and I know a lot of you got all this mileage stuff and things on plastic, and that's good if you're disciplined enough, but how many people are really disciplined enough to handle it? A lot of this ain't gonna have nothing to do with real estate, Dave. It's just things I'm gonna talk with you about. I didn't get my first debit card 2 years ago. I don't even told the checkbook. Now, if I need a check, I go to my office and tell my office manager I got a personal checkbook. I said I need a check for such and such. But if you got that money in your pocket, and that's all you got, it's not near as easy to spend as when you got that plastic. But I don't y'all know, y'all think about knocking me in the head because I do have a debit card now. But it's how people see things. They see it, the perception. My little grandson again, he says, Pop, he says, you live in a mansion, don't you? Well, I said, son, no, I live in a nice house. And it's, you know, there's nicer houses and there's houses not as nice, but yes, we live in a nice house. But we've had to work it. But you know what? Our rental property pays for it. My rental property pays for my new vehicle sitting in my garage. It's not leased. I'm not spending everything that comes in covering that and not putting it into wealth. You have to put your money into things that will create wealth. Real estate, there's other things, but to me, I think real estate's the best as far as I'm concerned. It's the only thing. But hey, you know, I'm not trying to tell y'all do what I do, and I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. And like I said, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. But I'm just calling it like I see it. There's a lot of people out there right now telling you how to make money. Go on YouTube. Like I said, it's just crazy. Now, folks, I know how hard money is to make, and I know how hard money is to create wealth. And you don't do it like some of these folks claiming they did it. But out here in real estate, you show me somebody, and they talking about all this they've got. I'd look hard. Now, you know, they could have a good cash flow, and it's going to turn into real wealth one day, but till that stuff starts getting paid off, that's when the wealth comes in, when the values go up, and that's a time game. But anyway, so it was on my mind. I want everybody to keep getting it. I want you to go after it, but you got to hustle, and you got to put your money back into your real estate. Don't go let what your real estate's making you now until you get to that point you're comfortable that you can live off your real estate. Don't start throwing it into big old houses and cars, and you know, and most of them cars are leased. Hell, I didn't ride in on no cordwood truck yesterday. I know how hard it is to make money when you start with nothing. I've been there. Anyway, folks, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. Like I said, I might have ruffled some feathers, but maybe your feathers needed ruffling. Y'all have a good day.